negativity about the effort.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Fulham and Beyond. Tim, joined as always by Kai, here to discuss the recent England and German international performances. Starting with Germany, man, because I want to start on a high. Brilliant performance, 1-0 win.
Yeah, you say it's a hype, but 1-0 doesn't sound so impressive. But the game was kind of, in my opinion. We had the same lineup like we had against Iceland. I don't go through it now because it's no point. But yeah, our front five, I would say, Havertz, Gnabry, Sane, Gündogan, Goretzka performed well.
Yeah.
Created a lot of chances. We were always like having fun while playing. Put some effort in, trying to do things, trying to create something. Yeah. It was not like just because, of course, Romania was sitting deep, but it was not just like put the ball around and just wait for something. They tried to do something. Yeah. But to be fair to Romania, they did a good job.
Yeah, to be fair, they played quite well actually.
Yeah, and even if they had the chance, they tried to do something in the front as well. Yeah, and we even got a little bit lucky at the end because they had like two good chances they could equalize, and then the whole effort what we did all game would be done. That's why we need to be more clinical in front of the goal because we had enough chances to put like easy 3-4 goals. Yeah. Yeah.
If Germany won 4 or 5-0, there would be no complaints. It was that.
No,
level.
Because that's why I hope maybe that on Wednesday when we play North Macedonia, that Werner will play. Yeah. Because even he's like not the goal scorer at Chelsea at the moment like he used to be in Leipzig, but he has a different movement in the box and a different approach to the goal and the ball. Yeah. And Gnabry, Havertz, Sane, they're rotating so much. They're different players. Their ways are different. So, but I can't complain about how we played. Just we didn't shoot enough goals because it's dangerous in a game like this. Because you rob yourself maybe of 2 points when Romania has one lucky chance.
Right at the end, it could have been 1-1.
And maybe this is enough against Romania, but against other teams, you need to finish the game early when you have the opportunity.
It's different because that front three, none of them are natural strikers.
Yeah.
So you have to. That's why I agreed to play Werner because you need to get a natural striker because you're right. The movement is different in the box. It's more predatory instinct. Do you know what I mean? Havertz was on the right though. I thought he'd be playing in the middle in that one. It was.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think that the formation doesn't allow it. When he plays 4-3-3, there's no 10 basically because you need kind of defensive 3 in the midfield because you have so much offensive power in the front when you go with 3 strikers basically, 2 wingers, 1 in the middle. Yeah. So you need more, to keep the gap small in between midfield and strikers. That's why you don't have the 10 in that system. And they're rotating so often because sometimes you could even see that we have like 2 strikers, 1 on the 10 because they're changing so much. And Werner can does it as well. He shows it in Chelsea. So wherever person you put there, it will be working, I think. Yeah, like I said, we had 18 shots on target, 66% possession. Yeah, played good.
Deserved win.
Just need to be more clinical. Yeah.
My man of the match was Emre Can.
Emre Can.
He was unreal.
He really showed he wants to be in the squad on that position because it's not his position. He used to start in Bayern Munich, I think, and even Liverpool as a left or right back. Yes, but then he goes to the central defensive position and centre back position. And if he don't play it, but he's saying, okay, I think maybe my chances to play on the left side are the best, and he did perform well. He made so many runs in the line, created a few chances.
Unbelievable.
Won a lot of games, good passes, really.
His fitness, his stamina.
Yeah, 100%. They didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
And but actually, I didn't expect it as well. Yeah. So why should Romania expecting this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing, because like in centre midfield, you have so much depth. It's so hard for Can to break into that position. So it's really going, right, if I want to be in this team, I need to play left back.
And we are lacking this position anyway, like quality. So I still hope, maybe on Wednesday against North Macedonia, we will rotate a little bit more because no offense, but it's one of the weakest teams with Liechtenstein in the group. Yeah. But of course, I don't want to be too, of course I'm positive, but you never know. In football, it's a big game for them. They put everything on the line, blood, sweat and tears, probably, against Germany. So yeah, you have to be careful, but I think you will rotate a bit. Yeah, try something different. So maybe the youngsters will play, Musiala, Neuhaus,
fresh as well.
Wirtz, Younes maybe, and Werner probably. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I still hope maybe for the Euros. The lineup, I'm totally fine with that lineup. But 100% if Kroos is fit, he will play. Besides my advice against it. If we start not winning the cup, you know what?
Yeah.
I still hope that Kimmich will, because Klostermann is a decent right back. He did a good job. But I still hope that when Kroos is coming in, that Kimmich will move to the right back position.
Yeah.
Because you have even more strength in the back then. Yeah?
So if that's your lineup, Timo doesn't start for you? He's a bench player? Or would you start...
Who, Klostermann?
Timo, sorry. If that's your starting 11.
No, I would probably start Timo over Gnabry.
Okay.
Or over Harvard, maybe.
It's a big call.
Yeah, no.
Players, man.
I'm just saying because of the striker. Of course, I'm totally fine when they are starting.
Yeah.
Just to have like Timo win. Because I'm a fan of Timo, to be fair. And I wouldn't put Sana out, but Harvards maybe or Gnabry. Because Gnabry can be on the right wing as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would change. But I'm not mad if Lewis doesn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I still would go with Goretzka and Gündogan and then Kroos here because I have to. He will play. And this is Kimmich on the right back.
That team is fire, man.
Yeah, that is my suggestion. Okay, prediction for Wednesday.
Yeah.
I go with a 5-0.
5-0.
Hat-trick Timo Werner.
He'll start, surely.
If he starts, of course. If he starts, I think he will do a hat-trick.
He should start. Because, I mean, you have to... North Macedonia is like England San Marino. You know, you have a free hit, just go out and try something new with different players.
Exactly. And that he will do that definitely. Maybe Kroos when he's back to giving some rhythm as well, when he's fit.
Musiala maybe some minutes.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, and I think Timo Werner will score a hat-trick and that will even give him a push for Chelsea as well.
Yeah. Yeah, 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go with 5-0. So, going to England. Win.
Look, okay, I will start with the positives because obviously there were positives and negatives in this game because obviously we watched the same game.
Yeah.
Look, the positives, I was very happy with the 4 at the back. Like I said before this game, I said, look, he needs to play the system now that he wants to play for the Euros, get used to the system and the players in the right positions. And he's stuck with the 4. So I really hope now it's going to be 4 because I like the 4. The issue that I had with was 2 holding midfielders because it was Phillips and Rice. And I don't think when you're playing teams like Albania away, you need to be putting 2 defensive midfielders in. I think you can get away with 1 or maybe drop Mount back into a defensive midfielder position so he can also bring the ball back.
In between positions.
Yeah, like an 8. Because you don't really need these 2-6, double 6 like holding in front of a back 4 against Albania. If we were playing Germany away, I would understand because that's an intimidating midfield in front line.
But isn't that the wrong approach? Because, no, in general, when you had, with England as example, you should always play your game. As a top nation, when you are Albania or Romania or Iceland or I don't know, it's normal that you adjust your formation when you play against a top 5 team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you are a top 5 team, should you adjust your game to the opponent or should you try to do your game?
We still need to remember this England team hasn't achieved anything yet. They're not like bosses on the pitch. It's still a young team.
Yeah, but maybe. But when you see just the quality in the players, they should. You know what I mean? Because they are very experienced players on the pitch, international level as well. Plus, they have won titles.
Yeah.
They're not like completely...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's tough because when you look on paper, obviously the German front 5, front 6 we were saying is lit. So if we were playing Germany, I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't be upset if you went for the 2 holding midfielders because I can understand it. I'd be like, look, of course I would like to play our game, but I understand the danger from Germany or France or something. Okay, put the 2 holding midfielders in. But against what I'm saying, against Albania away, it's not really necessary. So we did win the game 2-0. Look, first half was... I mean, the whole game was really boring, to be honest. It was really flat. Lots of passing sideways, backwards. And I think that was influenced by the 2 holding midfielders because Phillips is not the kind of player who drives forward with the ball. Rice can drive forward, but he's not really famous for it. It's kind of
they're more like players to stop the opponent.
Exactly, to break up the flow. Yeah, and I think that kind of slowed the game down a lot. So there was lots of sideways passing. Sterling on the left, I thought wasn't that great. Didn't have his best game. He kept on running and cutting back inside because he wasn't really using his pace to get to the byline. Without Kane in the first half, I think it would have been 0-0. Kane was the difference. Yeah. That's the difference when you have a world-class player in your team like Harry Kane. Because the goal was brilliant. I mean, great ball in, and Harry Kane gets across the man and the header into the bottom corner.
And it wasn't bad defending.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair, but it was the anticipation. I will get to the ball.
Just a better striker than the defender. That's just how it is. And without Harry Kane, I think we would have struggled in this game because, like you say, it was really flat, it was really slow. Glad to see Pope still in goal as well. He had a couple of shaky moments, but I hope he sticks with Pope because, like I say, I rate Pope over Pickford. But
and when you go into the tournament, you need game practice.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Especially as a goalkeeper, you know. But as a striker, you can always throw someone in the 80 minutes or something when you don't have the fitness for it. Basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as a goalkeeper, you should be 100% fit.
Definitely. And the thing is, Pickford has so many more caps than any of our England goalkeepers. So if Pickford was suddenly to get injured right before the tournament, we would only be selecting keepers who have like maximum 5-6 caps. Yeah. So it's really important they get more caps now to prepare. Fun fact, Pope is the first England goalkeeper in history to keep a clean sheet in his first 6 appearances for England.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool though.
Yeah.
6 caps, 6 clean sheets. But not against the best teams, but
it doesn't
still,
matter.
first
Like-
in history. So
Like I said, nowadays it's different than 20 years ago. Of course, I don't want to praise the small nations too much. They're dangerous or whatsoever, yeah. But you know, when you have teams like Germany, England, Belgium, France, they're always like kind of at the top. Or Brazil, even like not European teams, you know.
Yeah.
They're always like considered as one of the best teams, you know, at the top. And the small nations just try to reach it somehow because. The development in the countries is different as well now. You know, the national teams, a lot of international players. Even it's like this championship in England, the second league, or second Bundesliga. It is competitive football.
yeah, the training facilities are always
Yeah,
improving.
it's not like that they're only playing in their country, you know, and don't have
Yeah.
like the competition, you know. They have the technique and the skills like good players, decent players, you know.
Yeah.
And when they act as a team, they can be dangerous for everyone. You always see it. People always say, "Oh, surprise, it's upset." Yeah, but they work for it to be that threat.
Yeah.
Maybe just for one game, but one game can kick you out of a tournament.
Literally.
One game can keep you away from the qualification.
We've seen it before.
One game can keep you from advancing to the group stage. Or maybe, you know, we want to avoid, as Germany, for example, we want to avoid to play against England in the last 16 or whatsoever. But one game can decide that you maybe have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why never underestimate the small nations. Even it's us. You know
like
what I
you
mean?
said, it's always their cup final. They always fight blood, sweat, and tears to go for it.
100%.
But yeah, at the end of the day, we won 2-0. We scored twice, we didn't concede. And shout out Mason Mount as well. Mason Mount had a good performance. He kind of showed why he's going to start. I think he's one of the first names on the team sheet for Gareth Southgate.
Yeah.
And I see why as well, because he's got energy, he's got drive, he's a young kid.
He's always trying to do something.
Yeah,
Not waiting to
exactly.
something happening, you
He's
know?
trying to do something. Like Foden. Foden was quite poor, to be honest, but I would like to see them both.
To be fair, Foden, he was a little bit unlucky, a little bit sloppy, but he tried. He didn't give up. You know, he made a lot of ways in the back as well. He always tried to implement something to the game. It didn't work out, to be fair. Yeah, that's why it doesn't look so good on him. He made a few bad passes, but maybe that's why is the people around him are not like the Manchester City people around him, but he's only new and he don't have so many caps till now. So he maybe expects something that they're doing, but they don't. You know what I mean?
He's got such a Guardiola
But
system
he's such a
ingrained.
talent. I would love to see him start for England, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Because you have like an unpredictable threat in your own team, and yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, and our next game obviously is Poland, and we've heard the news today breaking that Robert Lewandowski is going to be injured. I'm actually not happy about that because, as much as it sounds mad, because obviously he's a world class, probably the best striker in world football. If we're not playing against the top strikers, our defence is not being tested, because against Albania, against San Marino, against Andorra, or whoever's in our group, we're not going to get any tests except for Poland because of Lewandowski. Yeah. So your defenders are not testing themselves against the best.
To be fair, maybe even because Poland didn't perform so well in the recent games as well. You know, maybe they're even better without Lewandowski. Not because they're a better team without Lewandowski, but then the game is not so focused on Lewandowski.
They might try something new.
Yeah.
But he has scored, I think, 3 in the first 2 games.
No, of course.
Yeah.
You know, Poland can be over 90 minutes a bad team. 92, Lewandowski is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe they put the pressure on different shoulders now. You know?
Yeah.
That's why maybe it's even tougher game for England now. Not because Lewandowski is missing, because he's not playing. So you have to be more concentrated, because you don't. Normally you know, okay, we have to cover Lewandowski very hard. But what do you do now? Who we have to cover now? Who's going to step up for Poland? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think we'll win the game.
Yeah.
I would have said we would have conceded if Lewandowski was playing. I think he would have scored, but I'm going to go for a clean sheet this time. I'm going to go for another 2-0 for England. Yeah. And I'm like you. I think there'll be some rotation, but not too much, because I think Poland's obviously the toughest game in the group. So I think he'll stick with the core of the team, but maybe take out a Phillips, take out maybe a Foden, and try something new, something on the right. Maybe Lingard will play. I'm not sure, but I think there'll be a couple of changes, but the main lineup will stay the same, and I'm glad about that. But,
the difference is with Germany, for example, we had like the first tough games. Iceland and Romania are like the best teams besides Germany in the group.
Yeah.
But one of the weakest teams we have now in the last game. And for you, it's quite opposite. You know, we had first San Marino. You know?
Yeah.
But it's some good as well, because you can build up your game a little bit. You know, because first San Marino, then Albania, and now the next.
Yeah. Get the goals confidence going as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm hoping for a win, 2-0 I'm saying, and yeah, that'll be 9 points from 9, and also for you 9 points from 9 as well. So
good start.
Shout out for Alexander Mitrovic, because obviously we are a Fulham and Beyond channel, becoming Serbia's all-time record goal scorer, mate, against Portugal.
Impressive.
Brilliant header, and he celebrated like it really meant it, and you can see he was really emotional in the interview as well, so big up Alex Mitrovic. Yeah. But should they have won that game? Should they have drawn that game, mate?
First,
I mean,
first
surely
of all,
Ronaldo scores.
yeah, first of all, you have to say, of course, when you are leading 2-0 as Portugal,
True.
it's not possible that you concede to another goal. As a when in European champions, you know what I mean? It's not. You have to blame yourself for that first. But of course, when you have a player like Ronaldo who can always score a goal, and he did actually, in the 90+3, I think.
Yeah, 90+3.
And the goalkeeper, the defender clearly clears the ball when the ball is like completely over the line.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't understand. I get why there's no VAR or goal line technique in the European qualifiers, because not every country has the money for it to have like the proper setup and the technology. I get it. You know, when you go to Kazakhstan or San Marino, that the football associations, they don't have any money.
Of course.
Actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that they can't put the proper things up there. I get it. But why don't put another goal line assistant there?
Like we used to have in the Champions League, we have those two.
Of course, in the Champions League you don't need it anymore because of VR.
Yeah.
I get that. But especially I don't get it. Because we had this before as well.
Yeah.
So why is there not another guy there?
It's like what you were saying before when you say one game can decide something. Like you can always be, that goal, that win could be crucial at the end of the group to qualify.
If you go to the playoffs maybe, and you don't know who you're going to face in the playoffs. Because there are some tough groups with like multiple good teams in that group. Yeah?
Yeah. Portugal should still win the group. But if they don't, because Serbia are not a bad side. Like if they don't, I mean, if it comes down to a matter of points, and that could have been the points to get there.
And Serbia is always uncomfortable to play against, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why is not the goal line assistant? And of course the linesman. How you say linesman? Yeah. Of course you always say he should be like on ball to have the ball like how you say it in front of him. I don't know, but of course he has to run as well. But he should be there as well because the cross is coming, so he has to be on the line where the ball is. And it's not like that the ball goes like whoa from left to right in like
it's quite
100
easy to see
mph or whatsoever, you know. Yeah. So he's already there, so he just has to. Yeah. How can you not see that?
And then Ronaldo walks off the pitch before the whistle even goes.
Yeah, of course. This was a little bit.
He's like, "Fuck this! Is a joke."
I understand it.
Yeah.
But he should be, I don't know, more mature, act more like a leader, like a captain in that. You know.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But he is so frustrated.
I understand the frustration, 100%. 100% I understand it. I would be the same probably. I'm just saying, of course, you have to act. You have to go to your team or to whatsoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, there are no fans, but you have to go to a team. I don't know what to do.
Imagine if there were fans when that happened. All the boos and everything when he's doing that. But yeah, Mitrovic, brilliant from him to be Serbia's record goal scorer. Hopefully he gets some more minutes for Fulham because he hasn't been playing so much this season.
But maybe he gets now the confidence boost and
it could be massive for Fulham now that he's scoring goals on the international level. Could bring it back to club form.
Because to be fair, in the last international break, he started for Fulham, was struggling a little bit, and then the international break came. He didn't put a penalty.
Yeah.
In the in the playoffs?
In the playoff for the Euro.
For the Euros. Yeah, so didn't perform so well. Was not so good at Fulham as well. But now maybe he's get a boost, you know, and so he can perform and bring some goals to the table for Fulham as well.
Yeah, hope so. And also Joachim Andersen played 90 minutes for Denmark.
Yeah, perfect, nice, because he deserved it. To be fair, and there are not so many Danish players with his qualities in the centre back position, because he's like an game opening style of player as well, with his passes very accurate, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8-0 is impressive, even for what was it against?
Moldova, I think it was.
Was
it Moldova?
Yeah, Moldo.
Yeah.
Moldo.
Yeah.
And but anyway, it's a good game. 8 goals. You have to shoot 8 goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared England to San Marino with
5.
Yeah. No, but check. You have to shoot the goals.
Yeah.
You have to be clinical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even with Germany and Romania, so I think you have to shoot the goals, and they did. Andersen performed well, didn't concede. Impressive. Congratulations.
Yeah. I think it's good that if he plays one game, because like if he plays like all 3, he can get a bit tired. But one game keeps the fitness, the match fitness going.
100%.
And of course, our next game in Fulham is against Aston Villa this Sunday. So Premier League is back. We've obviously got one more international game to recap. We'll be coming back to you on Thursday with that one.
Yeah.
To recap the 2 England-Germany games on Wednesday night. And then we'll be releasing a preview for the Fulham-Aston Villa game on Saturday. Yeah, release Fulham versus Aston Villa, which is just another crucial game. Hopefully, Grealish ain't fit, mate.
Because even if we have the ball on Giesa.
Yeah, and Giesa got to show his boss, mate. Let's see. Fingers crossed for that, mate. But from myself, from Kai.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Thursday, guys.
Bye-bye. Hey guys, it's me, Kai, and Tim from Fulham and Beyond. Thank you for watching our video, and if you like what you see, maybe you want to subscribe and put the notifications on so you can see more of our content. And we always appreciate a like as well.
Yeah, definitely. If you do have any topics that you'd like us to discuss as well, feel free to send us a message on Instagram or comment on our YouTube channel. We'll put the link to that Instagram in the description below. Thanks so much.
Thank you.